Oh. Hey, we're live. Hello, everyone. Morning, afternoon, evening. How are we all? Things back to front. Hi, everyone. Welcome. I'm on my laptop, so everything's sort of back to front than what I'm used to. So how are we all? And thanks for joining me. And how exciting. First birthday, hey? And I have to wear my glasses because on and off, because I can't see with, I can't see without them. What's going on? I'm excited. It's the first birthday, and finally I organised my live stream so that it actually is working. So morning to Julie, morning to Yvette, and those early risers in WA. Are you up? Because it's been stinking hot all night. Honestly, it's a screamer. And I feel like I've been fighting tigers all night. You know what that is? You know, when you thrash here and thrash there and thrash there, and it's just too hot. But anyway, I'm over talking about the weather. How is everyone? And it's birthday time. So we're going to talk about birthdays, first of all. And how's the hair? It's rubbish. I've had my hair cut, and I'm not happy with it. But that always happens when I get my hair cut. It's always rubbish to start with. But anyway, new earrings, my Christmas earrings. How cute. So now, birthdays. Yay, how excitement. In our family, we call it birthday because we've got European, well, not me personally, but my ex-husband, he's got European blood in him, and his mum couldn't say birthday. So it's birthday. Happy birthday, darling. And I can't believe it's a year. It's 12 months. And it's just been fast. It's been fast. And it's just gone really quickly. So, hey, Bev from Busso. Bit cooler down there. That's a place called Bustleton. Those people don't know. And it's a very popular place to go to when you come visiting Western Australia. And hi, Deb from DB Designs. And Katrina from Create Something Pretty. I've been busy this morning watching some, catching up on some YouTube vlogs. Yes, I have been awake for hours. Right, back to birthdays. Birthday memories. Well, I remember my first vlog. Look, it's only a year ago. It's not hard to remember. Actually, if I couldn't remember, I'd be scared. So I just remember how nerve-wracking it was, but exciting at the same time. And I do hope that it comes across that it's exciting because I really love making the videos, and I love just gas bagging and talking. And I often think it's an opportunity for me to get my words out in the day. Who else has that? Like to talk a lot. No one much. I mean, yes, there's people to talk to, but surely they get sick of me talking. So I like talking to you. So, and also I love talking about sewing and creating. And also I love talking about my potential and my plans. So I've got a birthday wishes. Happy birthday, yay. And how cute's this? Bit glary, sorry. That's a card that someone gave me, and it's little cutouts of little images, and they pop out. They're 3D. And it reminds me of these little dollies I used to have when I was a kid. Pretty sure I might have got that for a birthday one year. and we would have the pop-out clothing and we would fold it over and put it on the little paper doll or the cardboard doll. Does anyone else remember that? Yeah, sorry, showing my age. But that just reminded me of that cute little card. Yeah, so the first vlog, I looked back over the first video, honestly. I don't know that I've improved that much. I still make classic stupid errors, and thank God for editing. That's all I can say. And I don't know if you've noticed, you may not, and I don't expect you to notice everything, but at the end of some of my vlogs, if I remember and if it's appropriate, the bits I cut out, I put at the end. So they're kind of like bloopers, if they are bloopers. So I try to do that. But honestly, it's yeah, it's fun. It's fun and games. So cup of tea, anyone? Cup of coffee? Or water or drink if you're in that part of the world, but a bit early for a drink here. Just have a slurp. So I haven't got any birthday sewing as much for the channel, but I do have a gift. Now, do you remember how I give myself a gift at Christmas? To Deb, love from Deb. I know, it's a little bit self-centric. I know there's a word for that. But I bought something from the Dahlia Society. Now, I've been wanting to buy something from the Dahlia Society the whole time that Kirsten's had her shop. And so, sorry, I actually can't afford it a lot, but so I got something and this was on sale and I'm very excited. I haven't opened it yet. And typical me, I can't remember what I bought, but I did find the docket that came with it, which is here somewhere. And I bought 1.5 meters. So here we go. I'm going to open it, and we've got Russell here making all his noise. So I'll do it quick. A lovely little sticker. Thank you. Thanks, Kirst. That's lovely. I'll do it quick. Oh, how did she know? How did she know that I love the orange and cinnamon? That is gorgeous tea. She's put that in as a little gift, and that I will have that as a cold tea, an iced tea. That's lovely. Thanks for your order. Lovely touch. Charlie's Fine Food. Lovely little cookie to have with my tea. However, I'm vegan and gluten-free and all that blah-de-blah, but I'm sure I'll find someone who'll be happily going to eat that. Oh, yeah, look what I bought. Those people that follow the Dahlia Society, you will have seen this fabric. Oh, and it's beautifully wrapped with tissue paper. Oh, how gorgeous. Goes this way. How's that? Now, I thought I'd make a blouse out of it. It's wide. I can't find the docket. Sorry, I keep looking over there because I'm looking for the docket because I'm trying to remember. One moment, please. I'll just see if I can remember, and I'm wired for sound. I'm trying to remember what it's called and how much I bought. Anyway, I can't. So sorry about that. I'm pretty organised otherwise. But I will put it in the message when I find it. So it's beautiful. It's very crisp. I think it's cotton voile. Don't remember. It is shirting though. So I thought I would make the Pattern Emporium shirt, classic shirt. Can't remember the name. Sorry, and I don't have it near me. That's the trouble with live, right? You make all these mistakes, can't edit it out, but I can before we make it available to the world. Very nice. I'm loving it. It's gorgeous. Do you like it? I think it's going to make a nice shirt. It might be busy. Oh, thanks. Thanks. All in easy fit shirt from Pattern Emporium. Thanks for your help, Katrina. You're a winner. Yeah, that's beautiful. So I'm going to enjoy that, and I think I'll get a lot of wear out of that fabric because it's going to be lovely to make. It'll sew beautifully, and it will hang lovely as well as a shirt. So has anyone else purchased that particular fabric before, and how did it sew up? Now, Yvette has said, you've come a long way. It's been great to see the progress. Happy 1 year already. Oh, thank you. Watch out. Happy birthday from Julie. And Julie also said, it's a chance to talk to others who share your passions. Yet, totally with you there. Now, Robin, morning, North Queensland. Oh, dear, Robin, you've had some ghastly weather up there too, and it's very tropical, yes. And thank goodness for editing. So that was my birthday gift to myself. Thank you very much. Dahlia Society. Now, what else have I got planned, and what else do we want to gas bag about? Well, I want to talk about, I want to make a vintage pattern. I mentioned in my last vlog, which only came out yesterday, that I unpacked one and I had it on my model and the mannequin, but I'm thinking about this one now. Now, this is a classic 1976 line drawings, and I have shown you this before in a different video, but I'm thinking that this would make a nice pinafore type, as they've got it here. They've got a t-shirt under it, or a shirt, a blouse, or a skivvy. So I'm thinking of doing something like that. And so that's a size 14. I don't know how that's going to go because the waist in these old-fashioned patterns, you only could buy one size. It's not all sizes. So I'm thinking about that. I do a lot of thinking. Anyone else do that? Righto, Julie, thank you. I love the fabric, Deb, but always feel like I will be overwhelmed. Oh, vintage patterns, yeah. Yep. And this one I'm thinking of making as well, but it's the pants. I don't think I'll do the jacket. Oh, well, I might change my mind. Never say never, right? But actually, it's quite a versatile pattern because when you look at the line drawings, we've got pants, or jacket, skirt, and pants. And look at the full skirt. That looks really cool. So be good for dancing if and when. But the pants, I'm thinking, because they're very 70s. And how about the cuffs on those pants? I remember those. Again, showing my age, but that one's a size 16, so I've got a better chance of that fitting. So this is future plans. Now, I also got at the Sewing Guild meeting, some lovely lady was getting rid of this pattern. It's a pretty recent one by the looks of it, and I really like it. Now, she's got a really big bust, so she found it really difficult to do a full bust adjustment, so she didn't keep it. But it's so lovely. It's Simplicity 9223. Bit blurry, sorry. That might be better. And yeah, it's got the pin tucks, and it sleeves or without sleeves. So that would look lovely. It is suggested batiks, chambray, cotton sateen, cotton types, gabardine, jacquards, lightweight denim, linen types, stretch wovens, and then if you're going to match it, of course, you need extra, but that's really nice. I really like that. It's got the pin tucks there. So that's a potential. I think that is quite on trend, and I haven't even looked to see the actual date on it. Anyway, Simplicity by Design. Anyway, so that's another option. So lots of other people got lots of plans. And I didn't do a plans video for this year, but I might do one coming up for the coming second year of the channel. But we shall see. And another plan. So another plan I've got. My sister and I were out and about doing something, and in the shops, and we saw these. Oh, sorry, got to reach across. We saw these tea towels. Now we thought I did too. It's not just her idea, mine too. We both had the idea that we can make one of those kitchen hand towels that have got towel on both sides. So I got a couple of those ready, and then we needed a pattern, didn't we? So she's got a friend who comes to her sewing group. She lives in a different place, and she's provided us this topper. It's called a topper, and you crochet it. So we've got the pattern. So that's evening project, and that is an opportunity for me to try that out, that crochet top. Up till now I've been making it up as I go along. I'm not overly worried if this doesn't exactly turn out, but it's a guideline, isn't it? So popcorn and lattice crocheted tea towel topper. So I think that's going to be an awesome thing. My kitchen hand towels are thin, very thin. So I'm certainly getting my money's worth out of those. But you know how it goes. You get your favourites, you keep them, you don't get around to it. So I'm getting around to it. Now, I also wanted to show you, I wanted to talk about birthdays, didn't we? Don't have any much more, but sorry, we do have more fabric. Now, Boxing Day sale. I never got to show these on my channel, but the Boxing Day sale was a big spender for me. Well, from my normal spending. This was Pit Trading. Now, I haven't purchased from Pit Trading before. Has anyone else tried them out? They often have the Friday night sale. It's Friday night here. It's probably Thursday lunchtime or something in the US. But yeah, subscribe to their email and you get reminded of when the specials are coming out. They have specials every week, but they had an extra special. So this is actually called, it's stretch cotton. This is really lovely. It's similar to the one I got from the Dahlia Society. And believe it or not, the pattern is called Dahlia Citrion. How pretty. And by the way, I never wear yellow. But I did think that it might make a nice, what do you call that? A throw over jacket type of shirt. But it's very noisy. You know what it reminds me of? You know when you buy some sheets and they're noisy and you spend the whole night with these noise every time you roll over? Noisy. They make a noise when they move. This is a bit like that, but it's very, very nicely weaved. There we go. Yellow's not my colour. Don't know what I was thinking. I think I was thinking bargain. So I'll put my tag back on. But yeah, that 1 metre was $10.50. That's pretty cheap. Australian. That's pretty cheap. So that was that. And then I also got from Pit Trading some Lady McElroy. How cute. This is vintage rally cars. It's just plain cotton. I love a nice car. What am I thinking? I've got more yellow. Look. That's really cute though. I do have a grandson. So he is very particular about his clothing at the moment, but I'm sure that'll change. But I got 2 meters of this. There's a lot. It's very wide as well. I didn't write how wide it is. Very wide. Very wide. So, yeah, that's cool. So, yeah, that's very yellow. And it's cotton. So that'll really breathe. You know, that'd be hilarious if I made a dress out of that and maybe put red around the edges. I might do that just to keep it interesting. What's everyone else going to make? Yeah. Oh, wow. Katrina, you've bought a bra kit from Pit Trading. Yeah, I don't like that's really going to a difficult stage for me if I'm going to think about making bras, but good on you. Apparently they've got amazing kits. I did see them online. Yes, and that's a great idea, Yvette. I could make an apron with that car one. Yeah, potential, hey? Now, I've also been rabbiting through all my patterns, and this one here, it's Pattern Emporium. Now, I purchased this so long ago. It's the low-key cami. And I just really want a cami pattern that works, because I did try the True Bias, that one that's very popular. But I tried it about 4 times, but I just couldn't get it to fit. So I thought I'd better have a better chance at the Pattern Emporium one. So I'm yet to stick the pattern together. And that's a job for Superman. No, I'll get that done. So I want to make some of that. And what does Kate suggest that we use? We use, oh yeah, doesn't say. But it's got a lot of options here. So we can do round neck, V-neck, square neck, and different lengths. You can fix the straps or tie the straps. So that's going to be really cool. You can move the bust dart, of course. Suitable fabric. So it's actually for woven fabric. So that was what my thinking is, that it's going to be cooler and more comfortable and flowy. So I'm sure some of you have made this before because it's been out for years. But yeah, once again, slow to the party. So yeah, they suggest rayon or rayon challis. Linen. Wow, that'd be pretty stiff, wouldn't it, if it was a heavier linen? I guess that really soft linen or cotton linen mix. I've got a couple of garments made out of that, which actually becomes really beautiful and soft. Cotton voile. Yes, that would be lovely. Crepe, modal, lawn. Yeah, so we've got some great suggestions there from Kate on the fabrics to use. So that's in the pipeline. So that's going to be cool. Literally. What have we got here? Oh, yeah. You know, I'm going to do a vlog on all my Pattern Emporium patterns. I've got heaps and I've hardly made any. I think I've made one. So I've got yet another one here, which I've got in the queue. And I must have been feeling generous to myself because I've printed this in colour. So this is the ever popular Be Mine balloon sleeve top. Very, very popular this season or all this last year. So it's on my hit list. It's on my radar to make. And once again, this is woven. And so yet to be determined what bust size I will make. But there's a full bust adjustment explanation in the pattern, which is always amazing. And pattern, the fabrics. Here we are. Broadray, anglaise, chambray, cotton voile, poplin. Actually, some of that fabric I bought just now, that would actually look lovely. Maybe that stuff from Dahlia Society, that'd look lovely in this. Modal rayon, seersucker, tencel. That would look nice, and viscose. So that's a great idea. I might make that out of that. How much do I need? Yeah. So I will have to find out if I've got enough fabric now, because I was being frugal. I was being frugal with my spending. Okay, so who else has bought something from Dahlia Society and made some of that fabric up? I know Deb from DB Designs Australia, you have made some amazing things. So people online, if you haven't checked out Deb from DB Sewing and Australia, from Australia. Anyway, DB Sewing, she makes brilliant stuff and uses a lot of Dahlia Society, certainly in this last year. So yeah, that's worth checking out, and we shall I will put that in the description box if you haven't come across that yet. So for some reason I can't see my chat live. It was quite some minutes ago that I got a message. Anyway, so how are we getting on? 26 minutes. Now, we don't want to make this too long, but I'm interested in hearing from you. If you have made any of those patterns that I've held up, or if you're thinking about making them. Don't know about you, I'm already thinking about autumn and winter. Who isn't? Like, please, let's get some cool. Sorry, I promise not to talk about weather. So I'm thinking about my clothes that I have, my garments that I have for autumn, and blouses, and I can't wait to start wearing jeans again and skirts with some nice tops. So yeah, I'm already thinking about what I'm making in that regard. Katrina from Create Something Pretty, another awesome YouTuber. If you haven't checked out Katrina yet, please check her out. She's got some really lovely makes. And Katrina, I just checked out your 2023 makes. Wow, you made so many things. Anyway, Katrina says that she's got most of these patterns, but she hasn't made them yet either. So I think we might be very similar in our ideas and our response to new patterns coming out. When I see Kate from Pattern Emporium present a new pattern, I think, oh, it looks amazing on her. She always looks so put together. And I know that it's, obviously for advertising purposes. I get that. But I then am always very interested in seeing how that will turn out on me. Then, of course, they bring out another one and another one, and I just don't get to it. So I must get onto that. Right, yeah, Yvette is saying she's crocheting a lap blanket ready for the cooler months. And yes, bring on the cooler weather. Hey, Julie, great to hear that you picked up some fabric from the sale too from the Dahlia Society. She just loves that whole aesthetic, so do I. But yes, try to be mindful about how much I can sew. And she's in Melbourne and she's also thinking about autumn. Now, you Melbourneites, have you had any hot weather yet? You had a 40 degree yet? Probably there goes that weather conversation again. Anyway, we got anyone online from elsewhere, from the US or London? I know it's nighttime over there. I just thought some of you might be up late sewing, and you might have just dialed in to see what we're gas bagging about. If you have, welcome. You might not feel like chatting live, and you're very welcome to on board. Now, something else I wanted to show you. Just one moment, please. I come across this in a magazine. Now, what is the magazine? Sewing Machine Creative Projects. It's a cool magazine, actually. Who knows where I got it from? I just found it in my cupboard. Occasionally I'll drag out a magazine to see if I can get inspiration, as if I don't have enough. But what I really was attracted to was this Mean Gene machine cover. Isn't that awesome? Now, I have to remind myself what they what they say about this, but it looks like it's made out of recycled denim and even jeans pockets, and it's got a place for your scissors and a place for all the various things. I am going to make one of these because you know when it would be so really helpful for when we go on sewing retreat or sewing social. We can actually have that sitting on the machine, and it's a dust cover. But yeah, isn't that awesome? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, get it to pencil. Yeah, they've got instructions on what to do here. There's that. Instructions there. So this is a yes, this one. And wow, she's got some awesome tips here. So I am going to get into some upcycling this year. This is a big hitter for me because you know, I've said before and mentioned, if you've been watching other videos, that I'm a big fan of recycling and upcycling. So in fact, this dress is upcycled. It's made from 4 men's shirts and a dress that I already had made out of this linen here. I've got a whole video on this. And I've made it at a Marcy Tilton pattern. Ooh, now, simplicity. I feel like it's 7855. I'll let you know what it is. But anyway, that's my memory. But it's definitely a Marcy Tilton pattern, and it's lots of pieces. So it's an opportunity to use other fabrics or scraps and put them into an actual garment. So I'm going to get way more into that this year. That's why I'm attracted to certain patterns, the ones that have got strips in them or pieces, because then I can use up some scraps or some upcycling or recycled garments. And I particularly like the really funky fabrics that some men's shirts have. And men's shirts, yeah, some of those fabrics are beautiful. So when I go op shopping, I always love checking out the men's section. Yeah, thanks. The shirt looks good. It's a dress. But, yeah, it goes all the way to the bottom, believe it or not. But the bottom has orange underneath. Yeah, it's orange and pink, which is, you know, you used to never see orange and pink together. But, yeah, sleeves are different. Sue. Welcome, Sue. If it's all right with you, I'll say, I've just returned from -20 in Canada to +30 in Albury, Wodonga, and my knitwear got to work out in Canada. I bet it did. Oh, my goodness. That is hard. How's the blood thinning? Did you have a lot of problems adjusting from the freezing cold to the much warmer weather? Like that's something that is very real, I believe. Yeah, it's just not easy to flip and flop from different temperatures, is it? And Robin, yes, we love the machine cover, and I'm also hoping for some cooler weather soon. Yeah, well, thanks for the comment that you feel that I'm wonderful at upcycling. And you want to delve into it. I don't know that I'm wonderful. I just fluff around with it. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'll just chop it up and use it for something else. Hi, Bev. Yes, thank you. You love the upcycling as well. My op shops are interesting. Well, the op shops are great. You've really got to hunt around and you have to be in the mood. And I want to take you with me while I go op shopping. In fact, I'm planning to go this Monday because they have special deals on a Monday. They have, look, it's an op shop already. It's cheap, right? And I think it's Salvos. And I don't know if it's Australia-wide or even worldwide, but Salvation Army here in WA, they have a special on Mondays where they have a certain tag colour. Say they choose red this week, and that tag on their price tag, if it's red, it's down to $2. So gone are the days where you go to an op shop and everything was $2 or under, or $5 and under. And so to go somewhere and to actually know that you'll be able to find things that are $2, so I think it's worth it. So there's a favourite one I go to in a place called Cannington. And so I'm planning to go there on Monday because there's a Vinnie's and then about 4 different op shops in a row. Vinnie's my favourite. That's my also all-time favourite one, or second to favourite. And the Salvos is right next door and it's massive. So I will be checking that out, taking you with me, because then you've got to rifle through all the items because they have, you know, rows and rows and rows, for example, of men's shirts. And but then you go through and you find the red tag. So it's really worth it. And you can just go from op shop to op shop when there's a few in a row. So that's, some are good and some aren't. Now, I got a comment about that. Where are all these clothes coming from? It's got to be that fast fashion. There are so many items in every single op shop. It blows my mind, and it makes me be very, very worried about what's going to happen to all this fabric, because it just can't hang in an op shop forever. It doesn't disintegrate into nothing, usually. It doesn't burn properly. If it does, it's very bad for the environment. Like, all of this is a big concern. And so much so that my local Salvos just down the road, which is okay sometimes, after Christmas, they had a big sign for about 3 weeks or 2 weeks. No more items, please, because we have too many already. So they've got too many. So, oh my goodness, what does everyone think about that? It's a big concern that there's just too many. And then I often think, I've even got too many clothes. You know, I struggle to wear everything I've got, and I still want to make more, as you know. So I'm a bit, you know, leaning towards let's get more into upcycling because of that reason. Even though I've got a cupboard full of fabric, I'm looking at that as well. So let's look at our comments. Yeah, Katrina, that does sound fun, op shopping with me, and I have to be in the mood. If I go into the shop, I think I'm not feeling it today, I will have a quick look, usually buy nothing. Or what I've found is if I buy something, I'm not usually happy with it. I buy it for the sake because it's cheap or something like that, or because they had, you know, a cheap rack. I have to be careful with that because I come home with things and I don't like them, and they go straight back. I mean, I always see it as I've given them a donation, so that's fine. Yeah, Katrina, you have a Salvos. Yeah, I love hunting for vintage patterns, and you've seen how many vintage patterns I've got, and I haven't finished showing you them all yet. Wow. And yeah, the artwork's lovely. I've got a bit of artwork in this room actually from the op shop. It's funky. Oh, hi Jen in Sydney. Yes, she's late, but hey, never too late. We're still gas bagging. Yes, Julie. I guess it is Julie H. Playing with some fabrics I already have and trying to train my eyes regarding colour, pattern matching to make the Marcy Tilton dress. And back to the op shop me thinks. Good on you. Yes, I agree. If you've already got this pattern, it's so adaptable. I mean, I tried it this morning. I thought, I wonder what it's going to be like without the collar. If I did this, and had no collar, it'd actually be really cooler, like actually as in temperature. So I'm thinking the next one I'll make out of a men's shirt. I've got some shirts in there already. And I think I might make it without the collar for the hot days. The independent charity shops are really, really great, aren't they, Katrina? And they're often cheaper. And I agree with you. There's one down the street or downtown, and it's a Uniting Church op shop. They open Thursday mornings from 9 till 12 and Saturday mornings, very old school timing, 9:30 to 12, I think. Worth going in there. They're lovely. Would you like a cup of tea, love? And yeah, that'd look nice with that. And by all means, go and try it on out the back. Out the backs, got all the racks and everything. And people, oh, sorry, love, I didn't realize you're trying on. So, but it's very lovely. It's just old school. I love those independent ones. Bev, Cannington. And check out those op shops. And there's some over the road. There's a Salvo's over the road, which I've only been to once, but I usually am going towards the city. It's on the left. So, and Yvette, yes, too much fast fashions. And online like Shein, for example, Kmart, yes, they've got good stuff, but like it fits and it's people buy it. But do they realise the whole fast fashion implication of it all? Good morning, Bronwyn. Yes, happy birthday from rainy Sydney. In my dreams. And thank you for your comment. You love watching the channel. And yes, we're having a blast here. I'm not sure how many there are of you, because what happens with the live feed here as a YouTuber, it rolls around really quickly. And if I don't really read it quick, then it disappears. So that's why I have used my laptop this time, and I keep looking not at the camera. So I've used the laptop because of that, and also it's stable. I just felt last time when I did the live stream that I was using the phone and I was fluffing around with it the whole time. So so what are we talking about, Katrina? Yeah, they're more forgiving of mums with kids. Oh yeah, those little independent op shops. They're very generous, aren't they? Lovely people. They are nice. It sounds like you've got some nice ones near you. Yes, and I really feel for those people that don't have enough money to spend on clothes, and I don't know if they don't have the time or the inclination to go to an op shop to squirrel through things. But then, they go to, the Kmarts of the world or wherever and just not look at quality as much. And you have to have motivation. Like I said, if I'm not in the mood, I'm just not feeling it at the op shop. So I have to be in the mood, and I've noticed that an hour is maximum for me. I can't do any more than an hour. Get in there and I think, I'm over it. It's too much. And the other thing, look, I'm a seasoned op shopper. Let's call it that. So the other thing is, if the things are racked together so closely that you can't move them and even look at them, it's too overwhelming. I'm sorry. I do love how they put them in colours. And so you just go straight to the colour. So some shops put things in colours. And so you just go straight to the colour, and then you work out, I love that colour. What size is it? And that's where it's good with if you're going to upcycle. So, for example, when I was making this dress, I nearly had all the fabric, but I needed more orange. And so I went hunting just for an orange men's shirt. In fact, this is a lady's shirt. This is at the bottom of the dress. And if I can find a picture, I'll try and put it up. I don't know how clever I am today. And this is a shirt, very beautiful actually. And it was a shame to cut it up, but I've used it for other things as well. And so I went, especially, I had all these other colours with a little bit of this orange check. This whole dress started out, I wanted to use this orange check. So it's actually ended up on one sleeve and down the side of each front. And so I thought, let's do pink and orange. I know, who would have thought? So yeah, I went there especially. So I went to the colour section and just rifled through and found enough fabric. Now, one of the shirts was so small. So this is a lady's blouse. I don't know if you can see it. It's all full of pin tucks there and a bit of lace. So I've kind of featured that on these shoulders there and there. And this is where it's great because the pattern has pieces. So I could just cut those pieces. I don't think they were even in the right, on the right grain, but it doesn't matter because it's only the shoulder. It's not coming across the bust or anywhere or the back. It's just sitting on the shoulder. It's not doing anything except holding the other pieces there. So yeah, that's a pretty little feature. And then that pink gets picked up again around the side, which I don't think you can see. Let me see if I can stand up and show you. Don't know if this will work. Hang on. See that there? So that gets picked up at the side of the dress. So the same system. Yeah, so that's my op shopping and my aim and my sewing group. It's not just my sewing group, it's the West Australian Sewing Guild this year is having a special, what do you call that? Like a workshop for people to do an op shop garment. So part of that plan, it's not my particular group, it's a couple of people who were going to present at the Australian Sewing Guild conference, which actually got cancelled this year, unfortunately. So these lovely ladies are right into it and they are going to take the group op shopping as part of it. And I was thinking about that a little bit myself. And I thought, if any of you that live not too far away, we could have a meetup and go op shopping. But it doesn't have to be a workshop. We'll just meet up, go op shopping, have a coffee. So if anyone's interested, contact me on Instagram and we'll see how we go. I'd love to do that on a Monday. It'd have to be a Monday for me. So let's go back to the comments. Oh, Julie, that's lovely. Your daughter volunteers at an op shop. And yes, they do get overwhelmed by donations, I would expect. Her question is, do you think that it's through education that we can start to change the way we shop? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, yes, I do. And I guess we've just got to keep talking about it. We've got to keep living it. We've got to keep doing it. We've got to keep telling everyone and promoting it. I mean, that's the only way to educate. I mean, we don't want to get on a soapbox either and drive people mad. So it's just sort of demonstrate by living it. And yes, another comment. Thanks, Yvette. I agree with when it's all packed too tight that it's not good to have op shops close enough to get to instead. Where somewhere up her way, Malaga has some good ones. Oh yeah, I've heard that actually about Malaga, and love going and finding an expensive item for super cheap. How cool is that? Yes, and I've done that so many times. Same back to the men's shirt situation. Some of those men's shirts have the best fabric. And I've got a son who loves dressing well. And one of the stores he buys from has shirts worth like $200. He doesn't buy them. He waits for sales, tries them all on, all the rest. But I've been op shopping with him and he has said, Mum, this shirt here, this was when it was new, it was worth, $180 or whatever. So it's good to know some of those things, because they have beautiful lapels, they have lovely buttons, like that, all the little features, and the fabric is amazing. We wouldn't be able to afford that fabric. Oh, we could, I suppose, could save up. But, it's French fabric, it's amazing stuff. So, it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's see if we can get a little group and we can go play op shops. there's another idea I've got. It's more for this sort of platform. I would like us to have this sort of conversation, but for us to be on Zoom so that I can see you and you can talk back and we can actually have a live chat. This live chat of me talking is good and it's a lot of fun, but I've got to keep making sure I got lots to talk about. And I love hearing from you. So I think that's another way for us to build community and another way for me to move into my second year of the channel. So I am going to put it out there, and for people to get the link, I will have to put the link. I'll have to think about the best way to do it. The Zoom link, I've done some self-training, and the Zoom link, you need to have an account for Zoom, which I do, but you need to pay, which I don't. But I'm looking at that. And then, so anyway, in the background, you've got to set it up. And then people need to have the link. And then all they do is follow the Zoom link. And then it's all gathered through YouTube. Now, when we do that, when we do go ahead and do that, which I'm going to do pretty soon, when we do that, I don't have to have it live to everyone. Same as this. I don't have to then load this up for people to see. This can be for a dial-in opportunity only. It's not going to go out to the big world. It'll be live, as in we'll all be talking, but I'm not going to put it onto the channel as live. I'll just keep it as private. So does that make sense? So that's a plan. Yvette, yes, I wish sewing, finances and cooking were higher priorities in the education system. Yes, I agree. It would actually make a good difference, wouldn't it? And Julie, that's why what you do on this channel is so great. Thank you. And educating, leading by example is so much better. Then we can also save our pennies for delicious fabric treats. Yes. Oh, hi, Adam Sows. Welcome. I just see that you've jumped on. It's late there. You're in somewhere in England. I say London, somewhere there. And nice to have you. So fun to see me live. Yeah, whatever. What time is it over here? It's 7 minutes to 7 in the morning. And I'm still drinking my second cup of tea. And yes, Adam, it's bedtime. I know it's very late. I don't know if I had the times correct. I hoped I had it right. But Adam, yes, thanks for joining us. And those people that haven't checked out Adam Sews, he's got an awesome channel. And so, fun to watch. It's got gorgeous doggies. I love watching your channel, Adam. And, I'm really cool. It's cool that you've dialed in. So thanks for joining us. Yeah, we've just been gas bagging about upcycling and how op shops are so chockers. But it's also lovely to have beautiful fabrics that we can buy new and have fun with as well. So I've just about exhausted myself with my talking. I just had one more thing to say. Two things. One thing is I've had a really deep dive into the analytics. Now, the YouTube gremlins. Oh, Adam. Oh, wow. It's almost 11 p.m. in bed with snoring doggies. Yes, it's Sunday. No, it's not Sunday here. It's Saturday morning. And I am, it's Saturday morning, the 10th. And happy birthday to the channel. So, and just getting back to that, yes, the YouTube gremlins, the analytics in the background. When you've got a channel, you get access to what's called a YouTube studio. And on there, you can see all the ins and outs of where people live, like the percentages of how many people. So at the moment, most people that watch my channel live in Melbourne. Hello, Melbourne. And a lot live in the US. Hi, US. And London. And then WA in here in Perth or Metro or Western Australia, somewhere in the country. So you can see the analytics, and you can also see which videos that you've put up, and I've put up 62 plus some shorts, which videos have got the most views. And yeah, there's all these analytics in the background. So I just thought it was very interesting that I wrote this down as a note, that the views I've had over the 1 year, get this, is 57,720. How's that? Amazing. All these views that people have seen. It doesn't mean they've watched the whole video. They might have just opened it up and thought, nah, not interested, and gone again. Or they might have just watched half and then thought, nah, I don't want to listen to her rabbiting on, and then gone. And a lot of people watch, and you can see this in the analytics. A lot of people watch and they don't necessarily subscribe. So most YouTube videoers or vlog channel owners know that it's usually half and half, around about, I don't know. You've got, say there's 20,000 people watching, 10,000 might be subscribers and 10,000 don't subscribe. They just keep watching, but they never subscribe. Why? I can't understand why. But anyway, it's all a challenge, and it's a lot of fun. And yeah, the analytics, yeah, it's mind-blowing. All that, the little gremlins working out their sums in the background. I know it's an automatic thing, but it's fun. Okay, I want to say one last thing before we say goodbye. I want to say thank you to those people that are regular, particularly. Thank you for coming back and checking in, and for your comments, and for the likes. And if you do share the videos, thank you for sharing. I really love the fact that we're building a community here, that we've got all these like-minded people enjoying each other's company, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun, and I really appreciate you. So, and on that appreciate, I wanted to just show you, the word for the year is gratitude. I bought this awesome book. It's my 2024 gratitude diary, and every day there's an opportunity to write in here. It also explains that some days are more important than others when it comes to the lunar. Now, we've got a big deal happening today on the 10th. It's a new moon in Aquarius. Apparently, it's a big deal. It's the sign of the radical, freedom-loving individual and visionary forerunners with whom the rest of society eventually catch up with. So let's make that our edict for this little while, this coming month, in regards to our upcycling. Let's all be visionary forerunners. What the rest of the society will eventually catch up with us on our upcycling. How's that for a challenge? Right, well, I'm going to say goodbye now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for taking the time, and for those that have hung in here. Nice to see you all. Take good care. Stay well. Happy sewing. I hope you get some sewing done on the weekend. And I shall see you soon. I'll see you around the traps if you're in Perth. See ya. Bye.